Welcome to your daily dose of Sunday School, episode 96. This is Ask Anything Wednesday. Is it immoral or adulterous to have a crush on a celebrity who is married? Well, we're just going to say have a crush on a celebrity. That's the question we're going to answer because the issue of whether or not they are married is, if you were ever to meet this person, it would have more of it would definitely be an aspect of how you proceed, but you're probably never going to meet them. So we're just going to focus on the issue of lust, which can be kind of tricky to define. So I want to try to do that. But let's start with the Ten Commandments, Exodus 20. You know that it says, you shall not commit adultery. And then the 10th commandment tells us that all the other commandments can be broken in the heart. So, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's. And in case we didn't pick that up from the Ten Commandments, Jesus tells us, Matthew 5, verse 27 and 28, you have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery, but I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body be thrown into hell. Now, lust is covetousness in the sphere of relationships and sexuality. So, it is possible to recognize and appreciate beauty without coveting. For example, my wife and I, when we were first married, we lived we were in a very, very small apartment that was very close to where the rich people lived. And we loved to walk through these rich neighborhoods. The houses were gorgeous, the lawns were gorgeous, there was a sidewalk, there were these huge trees, wonderful, cool shade. It was just amazing. And so we were appreciating the beauty of those places, but we were not coveting. We were able to go back to our little apartment and still be thankful for what God had given us. There are other people who would walk through there and would become bitter towards those rich people, discontent with what they had. That was not us. So it is possible to appreciate beauty without lusting. So we don't have to just try to turn off that part of our brain. Now, it's not a perfect parallel because, you're not commanded to love a single house for your entire life. And that's a difference there. Right? We're commanded to be content, but when it comes to marriage, the command is to not even just be content, but to cultivate, when you're married, cultivate a desire for this one person, and before you're married, to be protecting your mind and your body for something that God will provide later in a spouse. So, it's not a perfect metaphor. Therefore, there are people around you that you're attracted to that are beautiful. There's people you see in movies. But as far as like the beautiful houses go, there's a lot more danger in just trying to go to places and trying to see beautiful people, more so than trying to see beautiful houses. There is a lot more at stake, and there's a lot more danger involved in that. So with the illustration of walking through those neighborhoods, I'm trying to let you know that it's okay to recognize beauty, it's okay to appreciate beauty, but at the same time, what I'm not trying to say is, just go among all the beautiful people and stare at them all day or whatever. No, we're not. That's not the idea. And Song of Solomon repeatedly, it encourages the young women of Jerusalem. It says, I adjure you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that you not stir up or awaken love until it pleases. So we do want to, because, sex is different than houses or whatever, we do want to be protecting our minds and our bodies for marriage. So as far as you thinking that celebrities are attractive, that's all good. As far as lingering on that, cultivating that, so you're like, well, I need to go look up some pictures of whoever this celebrity is. Even if they're perfectly classy pictures and hanging them up on your wall, I do not think that is healthy. Because what are we supposed to do? When you're married, you're supposed to cultivate a desire for one person. So cultivating a desire for someone that you're not married to, I think that's problematic, and it's counteracting the preservation. You're supposed to be preserving your mind and your body for that person who you will marry. So again, just summarizing, it's okay to recognize beauty. It's okay to appreciate beauty. It's okay to watch this movie and be like, that's a really attractive person. But I would not be looking up pictures of this person or decorating my room with posters of this person. I would be trying to keep any, it should be like appreciating beauty in your brother, which you say it that way, or in your sister. You're not going to let that get out of hand. Well, it's a similar thing.